Hello everybody and welcome to Pflugerville High School here in Pflugerville, Texas, just north of Austin. My name is Adam Mueller. We are ready, almost ready for game time here. Watching some high school baseball tonight. It is the home team, the Pflugerville Panthers, against the visitors, the Hendrickson Hawks, in this 5A District 18 battle on this really nice April 1st. Temperatures getting down into the 70s. As you can see, the sun setting there off to the right. Perfect night for some baseball. We're just about ready to go here. As I mentioned, these two teams in District 18 did match up on Tuesday, and that game was at Hendrickson, and the home team came away with a victory there. The Hawks winning 3-2 in a close battle. So you'd expect this one to be close too. That's Colton Williams right there on the mound for the Panthers, warming up. The home team Panthers will be in that white with blue and yellow trimming and numbers, and Hendrickson Hawks in that dark black with those pinstripes, those gray pinstripes, and then the silver and black lettering and numbers. And we're just about ready to go. Leading it off for the Hawks is number 10. That's the second baseman, Jaden Rodriguez. So we get everything set to go here. I got a nice Friday night crowd here at Pflugerville High School. And here's the first pitch, and that's in there for a strike on that outside corner. Aggressive start for Williams here in the Panthers. Second pitch is fouled off, and an 0-2 early lead here for Williams on the mound. That pitch is outside. That'll go back to the backstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that one's hit opposite field, but that will drop down to Tijerina over there at first base. 1 out here for the Panthers. Apologies for the technical issues there. We should be back up and running with the video. Coming up now, it's Michael Martinez, second baseman, and that's high for ball 1. Excuse me, that's Martinez, the shortstop. We got the middle of the infield here early in the lineup for Coach Pierce. Here's the 1-0. Fouled down the line. Good contact, but a little bit too far in front of it. 1-1 now. As we talked about that game on Tuesday, bit of a low-scoring game, 3-2. I've been told that the Hawks got all their runs in one chunk, 1 inning. And there's Martinez laying down the bunt, and Williams will have to make a good play on this, and his throw is over the first baseman's head. Martinez thought about going to second, but held up, and a really intelligent bunt there from Michael Martinez, also showing his speed. Get over there quickly at first, force Williams into a rush throw, and the Hawks have a man on first here in the top of the first. And now it's the catcher, DJ Pinkerton, for the Hawks. You'd assume Williams will be worried about Martinez, and there's the throw over to first. And Colton Williams already concerned about the speed of Martinez there. Shortstop and second baseman playing a little bit tighter to second. And Pinkerton looks at strike number one. Looked like a breaking pitch there. Took a little bit off of it. As Williams looks over to first and delivers. And a good cut there by Pinkerton, who finds the hole in the left side. And there are two men on for the Hawks, who have started this first inning really well. That fastball a little bit up, and Pinkerton got all over it. Now he will get a pinch runner here. And it looks like it's number 8. Just looking, I've got the rosters right here. And there it is right there. That's number 8. That's Brandon Clark, who's on first there for the Hawks. And I believe that is the rule in high school. You can have pinch runner at any time. And that one's fouled off, I think, over the stadium there. This is Cameron Williams, number 15. He's pitching tonight. We've got a Williams versus Williams matchup on the bump. In fact, it's also C. Williams versus C. Williams, Colton and Cameron. And a little off speed there right off of that outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 2 men on. Rodriguez and Martinez. And that's a really good pitch. Right in there for a strike. 1-2 now. As Williams already in a tough spot here, top of the first. Comes in with the 1-2, and that might have been a pitch out. And Ramirez, Adrian Ramirez, that is, the catcher, went to second, just to keep the runners honest. They did score the bunt as a hit, so 2 early hits here for the Hawks. And here's the 2-2 pitch, and that one's hit right up the middle, but a good play there by the center fielder. That's Ethan Minjarez. Really easy to come forward on those kind of fly balls there and sort of undercut them. Hard to judge the depth, but he did a really good job with, again, that sunlight coming right across the field. It's a big out now, 2 outs. The Panthers here, top of the first. And Alex Jimenez will come to the plate. They will go to second again. Ramirez is worried about him. And here's the 1-0 from Williams. And that one catches the outside corner. Colton Williams getting some really key strikes in here in this first inning in difficult spots. One now. 2 outs here, top of the first. Looks over at Martinez. Delivers a little off-speed pitch, and he's popped him straight up. And Williams will catch that one, and he gets out of the jam. Couple of hits for the Hawks, but then the top of the first stalls out, and the home team, the Pflugerville Panthers, will come up next here on Vype Sports. Bat for Pflugerville, number 10, Jacob Palmer. We are back here on Vype Live. Here at Pflugerville High School, the Panthers now up to bat. 1-1. And Jacob Palmer will whip run into the outfield, and it gets between the center fielder and the right fielder, and maybe could have gone to third, but holds up at second, and a big lead-off double for Jacob Palmer, the Panthers' third baseman. And it was a bit of a miscommunication out there between Ball and Bell. That's Jaden Ball and Ethan Bell, center fielder and right fielder respectively. And again, maybe the sun had something to do with that. We saw Jaden Ball maybe slip, go to the ground, and ball bounces in play. And now Adrian Ramirez, this catcher up there, and he's swinging right away. Fouls that one off. A good start. We talked about Williams versus Williams. This is Cameron Williams, who is pitching for the Hawks. He flew out to center field there in the top of that first. And obviously a strategy here for the Hawks. Shortstop Michael Martinez is way over. Jaden Rodriguez, the second baseman, is not coming over at all, so maybe leaving a bit of space on the strong side of the field there. Maybe almost expecting him to go the opposite way. 2 balls and a strike now. No outs, bottom of the first. That's another good cut by Adrian Ramirez. Go, 2-2 now. Good at bat here for Ramirez. That's Jacob Palmer on second. Oh, and that's a good pitch. And he's the ump did not signal the strikeout. Clearly, Ramirez got the message though and took off, and they do get the first out.
Got static in it.
And that's the first out of the inning there. Now it's Jacob Perez. Right fielder will come up. Ramirez did get the runner over. That's better than a strikeout. He did move the runner to third, and that's where Palmer is right now. 1 out, 1-0. And that was low, now 2-0. Good eye by Perez. And now a little chop ball over there at third. Palmer will score, and the Panthers will get on the board here in the bottom of the first. So sacrifice.
Up to bat, number 5, Colton Williams.
Single, and the run will come home. Panthers get a run. Couple of maybe not flashy at bats from Perez and Ramirez, but Palmer comes around and scores. And now a conversation here. Again, I did not see a signal from the home plate umpire. And I don't think Coach Dale Wagner is happy with what's happening right now either. Maybe just a miscommunication about what's going on. This is Colton Williams, the opposite pitcher. We've got both pitchers. I think the catcher is actually confused at what the call is as well. I haven't gotten a hand signal from the ump, but that one is low. And I believe we're at 1-1 here. And that one's outside. 2-1 now, 2 out. No men on. It's that sacrifice ground out. And there's the strike call. And I think it's 3-1. Yeah, it's 3-1 there. And that's a walk. So just a little confusion there on what the call was. Not sure why there was that conversation. Maybe the
Bat, number 8.
did change his call there.
And
Colton Williams gets on first and gives his opposite number on the hill a little bit more work to do here in the bottom of the first. This is Nathan Roque, the shortstop. Looked at a strike on that first pitch. And they'll look over at Colton Williams on first. 1-1 now. And there's a little chopper there over to second. And that is the second baseman, Jaden Rodriguez, who will touch second base.
1-0.
And Panthers just with the one hit, the double by Jacob Palmer, but it was the strikeout that got away from the catcher, and then that ground out that got Palmer all the way around, and Panthers with the early 1-0 lead. We are back here at Pflugerville High School, ready for the top of the second inning here. A little active, an active first inning there. A couple hits for the Hawks, couldn't get a run across. Then that leadoff double by Jacob Palmer, and he was able to get across for the home team Pflugerville Panthers, so they now have that 1-0 lead. Again, my name is Adam Mueller here on Vype Live. Hope you guys are enjoying your Friday nights. And there's a good cut there. And the pitcher makes a good play, Colton Williams. That was Cooper Nunez, first baseman, grounding out.
Number 3, Matthew Medina.
And now we've got all the outfielders here for the Hawks who have interesting lineup. They do that middle of the infield and to start their lineup. And now they'll finish their lineup with their outfielders. It's Matthew Medina, the left fielder. So he takes a ball. Takes another ball. Interesting, the height difference there. You had Cooper Nunez, the first baseman, who looked upwards of 6 feet. And here's Matthew Medina, a little bit smaller strike zone for sure, and he knocks that one right up the middle. And that's a nice play of that shortstop and a really good defensive play by the shortstop there. That's Nathan Roque, who's really good footwork. Looked like that might get up the middle. He got to the ball and made a really solid throw. And that was not a slow batter. Matthew Medina has a lot of speed. Really highlight reel defensive play. And now we've got the center fielder here, Jaden Ball, who chops that one foul to the left. You'll remember in the bottom half of the first inning, he just slipped there in the outfield going after that ball hit by Jacob Palmer. Part of the reason Palmer was able to get to second and subsequently score for the Panthers. Colton Williams steps off. After that difficult first inning, Williams has looked a lot better here in the second. A couple ground outs. That one's outside to Jaden Ball, center fielder. One, 2 outs. Williams got a good rhythm here. And that one's fouled over us behind the press box there. Now it's 1-2. As Williams looks to seal this game. Seal the inning. And he does. Beautiful pitch. The catcher shows the ump the ball, and it's 1-2-3 for the Panthers in the top of the second. We'll go to the bottom half, 1-0. Early lead on the visiting Hendrickson Hawks. The
Up to bat, Pflugerville, Chase Turbine,
Panthers with
14.
9-8 record overall. It's good for 3-2 in district. They're 4th in district right now. The Hawks are the class of this district right now, 12-4 overall. Undefeated in district, 5-0. That includes that 3-2 result on Tuesday. Both teams with good 2021s. Both made the playoffs. This is number 14, the first baseman, Chase Tijerina. For his time up. First time up, 1-1 now. And that one just catches the outside corner. 1-2 now from Cameron Williams. Here's the grounder over the shortstop. Martinez got a big throw and he makes it. The first out.
To bat, number 17, D'Angelo Williams.
To the left fielder now. We've got another Williams here. This is D'Angelo. And I think, might be mistaken here, but maybe the first lefty we've seen tonight. He's a different kind of challenge for Cameron Williams, who is a lefty pitcher. So this lineup full of righties is certainly difficult in the sort of traditional sense. Both pitchers have really good rhythms. They're not taking their time. Pitch outside, 1-1. We talked about both teams making the playoffs last season. Pflugerville had an overall record of 21-11-3, and that one's in there for a strike, and that's strike 3. As Cameron Williams looks to have his rhythm as well. And that 2021 district record for the Panthers was 10-4, and unfortunately they lost in that by-district playoff round. That pitch low for a ball to second baseman. This is Jordan McGregor. He hacks at that one. Now that'll be 1-1. The Hawks in 2021 were 23-13 overall. McGregor way behind that one for strike 2. The Hawks were 12-2 in district last year, so sort of continuing this good district record. And that one will drop. Really good piece of hitting there from Jordan McGregor. Fought off the inside pitch and took it the opposite way for a single. And so the 2-out hit there from McGregor. As I said, the Hawks 12-2 got to the area playoff round last season. So they will look to do that again this season and maybe better that. Get deeper into the playoffs. This is number 1, Ethan Minjarez, who swings and misses. He's a center fielder. To capitalize on this 2-out hit by McGregor. Williams into his kick and delivers. And that was a little outside, so 2-1. It's another lefty for the Panthers. Just mixing it up. Minjarez looking over there. Down the line to Coach Wagoner. That one's high. It's a smaller strike zone here for Minjarez. 3-1, really good patience here. And the pitch. Ooh. Walked away. I think that was in there on the outside corner for a strike, and it's a full count now. Two, 3, 2 out, and that one's outside. Really good at bat here, and the bottom of the order is doing a lot of good things for the Panthers. 2 men on now.
Jacob Palmer.
And we will go back to the top, and this is Jacob Palmer, who started the first inning off with a leadoff double. And now he comes up with 2 men on. 2 out. Williams delivers, and that one's in there for a strike. A little off speed. And the 0-1 from Williams. Beautiful pitch. We had a really good angle here. You could see the movement on that pitch. And he has gotten right ahead. Now 0-2. And that one's way off and actually gets past the catcher, and runners will move up. And Shady Pinkerton maybe a little casual. Probably a pass ball there on the scorecard. Now 1-2, and runners in scoring position. And Palmer swings at that one. Does get away from the catcher, who looked over to third. I thought Palmer may beat it out, but not quite. And the Hawks get out of it. Keep the score 1-0. You're watching Vype Live.
Pflugerville 1, Hendrickson nothing. Not the bad for Hendrickson. Number 11, Ethan Bell.
We're back here on Vype Sports. And it's the number 9 hitter, Ethan Bell, right fielder. Really good second inning for Colton Williams. And now Ethan Bell fights that one off to the opposite field. And Perez makes a nice play for the first out. And now we're back to the top of the order for the Hawks. This is second baseman Jaden Rodriguez. And he flied out to first to open the game right before those pair of singles for the Hawks. The 1-0 from Colton Williams is hit to the shortstop there. And Roque's got a long throw, but he makes it. Close play over there at first.
For Hendrickson, number 12, the shortstop, Michael Martinez.
And now shortstop Michael Martinez up to the plate. He had a really clever bunt going the opposite way in the first inning to get the Hawks going. Obviously dangerous with his speed. Let's see if he tries that again. Palmer over at third, a little closer in maybe. Just watching for Lightning to strike twice. That was a ball there. 1-0. Pitch from Williams. That was smacked over there to Roque, who makes a good play, and that'll be it. For the top of the third. 1-2-3, and Colton Williams starting to get a really good rhythm here. Panthers still up 1-0. Get ready to go back to school and back to sport at Academy Sports and Outdoors. Shop in-store online at academy.com. You can find all the hottest sports gear and casual styles from Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, and more at academy.com. We are back here, bottom of the third inning. Pflugerville Panthers lead the Hendrickson Hawks in this 5A District 18 battle. It's been a close one. We've seen some good pitching after that
Number 16,
active first inning.
Adrian Martinez.
Both teams with a couple of hits. And this is Adrian Ramirez now. Ramirez had that strikeout, which ended up moving Jacob Palmer from second to third there in the first inning. It's a chopper over to third. It's going to be a tough play. Another really good defensive play. Both shortstops in this game, Nathan Roque and Michael Martinez, have done really well.
Jacob Perez, right field.
And the first out of the inning. Now Jacob Perez, right fielder, up to the plate. He does have that RBI. That's making this game 1-0. That's a ground out over to the right side was enough for Jacob Palmer to score from third. A couple of good pitches there from Cameron Williams. 0-2 early lead on the count for him, and he's just going right in here. Chopper over to first, and expect Nunez to step on first, which he does. 2 out now.
Bat number 5, Colton Williams.
Now it's the opposite number. Colton Williams, pitcher, batting in that cleanup spot. Had a really good at-bat in the first inning there. Drew the walk. That's a good cut there. Fouls it off against the screen there to our right. As the sun has set now, so we've got even shadows across the field. And that one's low. Good eye from Colton Williams. 1 and 2 now. 2 out. Nobody on. Bottom 3. Again, good movement on that breaking pitch, but outside for a ball. 2-2. 2 away. And that one is fair. Nunez will step on the bag, and 3 groundouts for the Panthers. Both pitchers getting in a really good rhythm. Panthers still up 1-0. You're watching Vype Live.
The bat for Hendrickson, number 9, DJ Pinkerton.
Again, this is the catcher, DJ Pinkerton. Had the single in that first inning, but stopped at first. That was after that bunt by Martinez. And the Hawks left 2 men on. He will look to continue that. Good good hitting. There's a big swing and a miss. 1 and 2 now from Colton Williams. Both pitchers have gotten in a good rhythm here. And that one's low. 2-2 now. Again, seems to be a similar story to Tuesday. It's a battle of really good pitching, and there's a good cut there, and that's going to get past McGregor at second base. And DJ Pinkerton is 2 for 2, and a little scramble out there in center field, and really aggressive base running by Pinkerton turns that one into a 2-bagger. And again, here's the opposite number there. The other C. Williams, the other pitcher, batting cleanup. This is Cameron Williams, batting from the left side against the right-handed Colton Williams. No out. Pinkerton on second there. We got some rowdy Hawks fans in the building. Oh, good movement there from Roque. Shortstop kind of disguised his look over to second. Colton Williams will reset. Can hear those footsteps there on second. Williams holding the ball for a long time, and our home plate umpire will call for time. We saw this in the first inning as well with Martinez. And Colton Williams very focused on the runner. And Pinkerton may be something similar here with his speed at second. He may try and take third. Roque again playing those games behind second. Williams taking his time here, and he'll step off. So still no pitches in this at bat, and now Ramirez is going to go out and talk to Williams, and Cameron Williams got a chance to talk to his coach, Doug Pierce. 14 years as head coach for the Hawks. That's good for 230 career wins for Coach Pierce. Pretty good rhythm in this game. We've gone pretty quickly through 3 innings. But top of the fourth have been a little bit more tricky for the Panthers to navigate. Colton looks over at second. And Roque so active there. And Cameron Williams showed bunt. It is outside for a ball. You get the sense that this is a key spot. Panthers holding on to that 1-0 lead. Roque again clapping that glove. This will be a bunt right down third, and it is foul. You see the sort of what's happening here. You've got your cleanup hitter trying to bunt a man over with no outs. It gives you an idea of how big every run is in this game. One now. We'll see if the batting Williams shows bunt against the pitching Williams. And he will turn the opposite way and throw over. So the Panthers certainly concerned with these base runners for the Hawks. We've got some noise from the Hawks fans over there. 1-1 coming from Williams. Looks over again and will step off. So Pinkerton over at second is definitely a distraction. One pitch hit opposite field, and that one dropped, and I think that Pinkerton thought it would go foul or be caught. He sort of held up at second, but he will get home anyway, and we have a tie ball game now. Cameron Williams with a good piece of hitting. hit that one opposite field right down the line. And D'Angelo Williams over there in left field. Hat came off and it bounced past him, and Cameron Williams now on second with a double, 1-1. A little bit of momentum here for the Hawks. And he did not check his swing. Ball was low, but batter swung. And this is third baseman Alex Jimenez, who popped straight up in the air in the first inning. Couple of two-baggers here for the Hawks, and they are in business. Colton Williams trying to get out of it, and he should be able to catch that and prevent the runner from going to third. That's a big out there for the Panthers. And now Cooper Nunez, the first baseman, up to bat. He grounded out in the second inning. One out now. Top of the fourth. Nice pitch from Colton Williams, and it is strike one. Again, it's a big spot here for Williams, certainly taking his time, especially with a runner on second. Nunez still active, but maybe not as active as he was with Pinkerton. And there's a fastball right up the middle. That's 0-2 now. As the lights are on here in Pflugerville High School. And big cut at a pitch that was outside, and a big strikeout there for Colton Williams. Left fielder Matthew Medina up now, and just like I mentioned in that second inning, it's such a striking difference with Nunez up there, and then Medina comes up, and that strike zone just shrinks right up. And he takes a big cut at that one, fouled away. He grounded out in the second. And after a couple doubles, Colton Williams has gotten a little pop out and a strikeout and is back in business here. 2 out, top of the fourth. That one's high. 1-1 now. Here's the windup and the pitch from Williams, and a little grounder out there to rotate short. It's a tough play, and the call is safe. And Tijerina was very aware of the runner at third. A good play by the first baseman there, just to keep the runner honest. Close play at first.
For Hendrickson, number 2, Jaden Bell.
But he was called safe there. So now men on the corners, 2 out. Jaden Ball, center fielder, up to bat for the Hawks in a big situation, and that's a big strike, and there goes Medina, and now they've got him in a rundown. There's 2 outs here, and Nice play there by Roque. Good understanding of what he needed to do there. Just looked over at third. Of course, the man on third is the important one. Don't want him crossing before you get that out, even in the rundown. And Williams steps off. Ramirez will go out to talk to him. And maybe Coach Wagoner had a different idea about that. 0-1 pitch now. Men on the corners, 2 out. Pitch from Williams. Big cut down the line, and it will be fair. 1 run scores. Medina's going to try and score as well. Williams having some trouble in the corner. Medina scores as well. A huge double by Jaden Ball to score both runners, and the Hawks take a 3-1 lead.
For Henderson, number 11, Ethan Bell.
And big moment in this game. And the Hawks take the 3-1 lead on the 2-bagger by Jaden Ball right down that line, right down that third base line into right field. Excuse me, into left field. And big play there. Now, here's Ethan Bell. Got Ball and then Bell here. He flew out first time up, and Ball will go to third, and he is safe there. So maybe the Panthers defense falling a little bit asleep. And here's Coach Wagoner now to talk to his pitcher, who looked like he had almost got out of a really difficult situation. And now with the 2-run double and a man on third, maybe just wants to calm his guy down, get the infielders in there for a quick discussion. Again, a couple big plays. It was that pair of doubles there to start the inning. It was that just single. It was the grounder over to short from Medina, and he just beat out the throw. And that gave Jaden Ball the opportunity to drive in 2 runs. That double right down the line at third. And now here's Ethan Bell. 1-1, 2 out. And now he shows bunt. So the Hendrickson Hawks like to just show that bunt, even if they don't mean it. Would be an interesting situation to bunt. 2-1 now. And that's in there for a strike. Wasn't showing bunt on that one. Now 2-2, 2 out. Top 4. And that looks like a strike, and it's in there. And Colton Williams gets a big strikeout, but damage has been done. 3 runs there in top of the 4th. Hawks with the 3-1 lead over the Panthers.
Number 8, Nathan Roque.
We are back after that active top half of the fourth inning. 3 runs for the Hawks. Give them the 3-1 lead. And Cameron Williams right into the pitch. I'm not sure Nathan Roque is quite ready for that. But he's back in there. Ball 1-0. Cameron Williams goes so fast here. Here's the next pitch. That is in there now, 1-1. This one's fouled away, and now 1-2. So Panthers need to maybe reset, refocus there after what was easily our longest half inning of the night, after we sort of blew through the second and third. And there's a swing and a miss. And Cameron Williams, after getting that RBI double in the top half of this inning, is now in rhythm pitching. And here's Chase Tijerina, who swings at a low ball there. He grounded out in the second inning. And it looked like he swung on that one as well, 0-2. And Cameron Williams now in really good rhythm for the Hawks. And that one just off the outside corner and maybe a little bit high. 1-2 now. 1 out. Bottom 4. Williams back into that rhythm. And it's a good defensive cut there from Tijerina. Who's batting in the 6th spot for the Panthers. The home team here tonight, Pflugerville High School. And cuts that one right back up the middle, and you can see that one go through for a single, and exactly what the Panthers needed there, just a reset. And here's left fielder D'Angelo Williams now, who had a very active top half of this inning defensively. A couple of balls going his way in that corner. Saw the cap come off a couple of times as he ran down, and he'll show bunt, and that one's fouled off to the left. Again, Tijerina on first. 0-1 pitch, 1 out. And that one hits him. And no issue with that. Sort of let it come to him. It was a breaking pitch that was a little out of control. And now 2 men on here. Panthers a little bit of momentum. Jordan McGregor, who singled in the second inning. Opportunity with a couple men on here, 1 out. Just to respond to that 3-run top half for the Hawks. Williams looks like his rhythm is a little bit different now with 2 men on. And here's the pitch there. Just on that outside corner, 1-1 now. Again, Williams with that aggressive rhythm here, even with 2 men on. 1-1 pitch, and McGregor a little bit behind that fastball, 1-2. Williams, the lefty, looks over to second a couple times, and good patience there. And that one will be caught, and neither runner will score. Good play by Ethan Bell out there in right field. is the center fielder now, Ethan Minjarez. And he will come to the plate in a big situation here. 2 out, 2 men on. Opportunity for the Panthers. A little shift out there in left field, and he bunts that pop up there on the left side. Third baseman Jimenez trying to track that down, loses the cap. Can't quite make the play. The 0-1. Big cut there. That's strike 2. As Cameron Williams looks like he might just about get out of this one. 0-2 pitch here. 2 outs. And that one did call strike 3. Wow, that looked outside, but called strike 3, and Cameron Williams gets out of the inning. And Hendrickson Hawks still holding on to that 3-1 lead despite the 2 hits by the Panthers in that bottom half of the 4th. This is high school baseball on Vype Sports.
Bat, second base, Jason Rodriguez.
And welcome back here. We're ready for the 5th inning. Hendrickson Hawks leading the Pflugerville Panthers 3-1 with that chunk of runs there in the top of the 4th. The undefeated in district Hendrickson Hawks, they are 5-0. As we talked about earlier, there's a strike there in there from Colton Williams. As both starters continue here. Been a good performance. Of course, those 3 runs in the 4th inning. Other than that, Williams has looked pretty good. That one's outside, 1-1. To the leadoff batter for the Hawks, who flew out to first in the 1st inning and then grounded out in the 3rd. That one's low now, 2-1. As temperature starts to get really nice here, sun goes down, we get around 70 degrees. That one's chopped over to 3rd, and that will be foul. So a 2-2. We got to look for the call from the home plate ump there. As the other ump is there on that first base line. Colton Williams taking his time a little bit more now. Into the windup and the kick. Grounder out to 3rd, and this will be a close play at first, and it is out. Nice play by Jacob Palmer there over at 3rd to get Rodriguez. It's a quick turnaround for the Panthers here as they are headed out to Wimberley tomorrow for a day game, Saturday day game, non-district game out in Wimberley. It's a pretty packed weekend schedule for these Panthers. First pitch there, grounder from Martinez. Roque's got a long play to make, and he makes it really well. Those two shortstops, so good defensively. A couple of quick outs there for Colton Williams.
Catcher number 9, DJ Pinkerton.
They will, after the game tomorrow, the Panthers will get back into that district rhythm with that Tuesday-Friday matchup against Cedar Creek. They'll be home on Tuesday and then away on Friday. The windup from Williams. There's the pitch right up the middle from Pinkerton and juggled a little bit. And there's that speed from Pinkerton. He gets on. The ball actually gets past first. The throw from McGregor got away from him a little bit. And TJ Pinkerton's been on base 3 times now.
Number 15, Cameron Williams.
He had the single in the first, and then that 2-bagger in the fourth eventually got around to score the Hawks' first run, and now he's got a single here in the fifth. So he's 3 for 3 in that 3-hole, DJ Pinkerton. Here's Cameron Williams. He also had a double in the previous inning to knock in Pinkerton. And there goes Pinkerton from first. Big throw, just a little behind the bag. And Pinkerton safe at second. Now we might get another little dance between Roque and Pinkerton over there at second. We've seen this before. And he is quite the combination of speed and hitting ability. There's a big cut from Williams. 0-2. Count now from Williams. 2 out. Trying to get out of this spot now with a runner in scoring position. Swing and a miss from Cameron Williams, and he gets out of it. Big strikeout there. And we did get the hit there from Pinkerton, but the Panthers get through the inning. Score here going in the bottom of the fifth. Texas watching some high school baseball tonight on Vype Live. My name is Adam Mueller, and we've watched the Hendrickson Hawks take the lead over the Pflugerville Panthers 3-1. Looking suspiciously similar to the game on Tuesday As we talked about, the Hawks took the 3-2 victory over the Panthers. Back to the top of the order for the Panthers here with Jacob Palmer, as the umpire calls time there. And that one in the dirt past the catcher there. Palmer with the double in the first inning, got around and scored. And that's in there for a strike, 1-1. And then he had the strikeout in the second inning. 1 for 2 for Palmer. And that one again in the dirt from Williams, losing a little bit of control there. 2-1. Now from Cameron Williams, both pitchers, pitch counts getting up there, and a good cut from Palmer. 2-2 now, and I guess we've got an interference call here. He did swing, so I don't think you can get a hit batsman on a swing. I think that's got to be interference there. And showed bunt there. I believe that was a ball there. Sometimes this haven't gotten the clearest signal there from the home plate ump. So Ramirez again shows bunt and does. It's foul. One out to Ramirez. Man on first, no outs. Bottom of the fifth. Williams will go over to first. Ramirez struck out in the first inning, but it got away from the catcher, and Palmer was able to go to third. He will bunt it down, and it's a solid bunt. Williams will look over to second and does a good job to get the out at first, so sacrifice works. And has that RBI for the Panthers. Also had a ground out in the third. Look to get another run batted in. That one's up and away off to the left. Folks got to watch out there. We do have the netting here, but just like in the big league parks, the ball can still get up and over. You got to watch out there. 0-1, 1 out. That one's high. From Williams, 1-1. Now Perez had a .240 batting average last season and has a good eye there as well. It's good for a .457 on-base percentage. So you can see why he's hitting in that 3-hole for the Panthers. There's a pretty good cut against, got lefty against lefty here. Two now. Again for the Hawks, 3 runs on 6 hits. no errors. Panthers have that one run on 3 hits and the 1 error. And that one's grounded over to first. It will get Palmer to third, but it will be the second out as well. Eerily similar situation here in this 5th inning as we had in the 1st inning. Leadoff batter gets on, and a couple of sacrifice plays there for the Panthers. And here's the opposite number. That ball just gets away from Pinkerton, but some good defensive work to keep it under control. Palmer stays on third. 2 out here. It's a big spot for the pitcher. He walked in the 1st and grounded out in the 3rd, and that one in the dirt again. And Pinkerton showing off more of his skills, not only hitting, running, but also keeping the ball in front of him there. And the pitch outside. Now this will get away, and Palmer's going to score easily. Pinkerton sort of gave up on that one, and Jacob Palmer has credited him with both runs for the Panthers. And it's now 3-2, same score we had on Tuesday. See if the Panthers can maybe change that here. Williams now a little bit different situation with no man on third, and he takes another walk. Interesting there. Got the opposite pitcher now. Showed really good patience, and he gets his 2nd walk. And now man on first, 2 out, and it looks like head coach Pierce will come out here. Talk to his pitcher a little bit more. I don't think this is a pitch count issue here. I think this is just the coach talking to his player. Again, 3-2 here. Bottom of the 5th. Hendrickson Hawks over the Pflugerville Panthers. Man on first. And Nathan Roque to the plate. Shortstop, who grounded into a fielder's choice in the 1st inning and then struck out in the previous inning. Lots of noise and another wild pitch there. Pinkerton gets past him there. Cameron Williams, maybe a little fatigue here, losing a bit of the control he had early in this game. And Colton Williams advances to 2nd here. Now runner in scoring position. That one's fouled off to the right, 1-1. Williams now in that rhythm. Doesn't seem concerned about the runner at 2nd. And that one catches the corner for a strike, 1-2. That one's grounded down line fair and through the legs of the 3rd baseman. And here comes the runner to home. We might have a play at the plate here, and safe, and the Panthers tie this game 3-3. Big hit there from Nathan Roque. It did get through the legs of Alex Jimenez in 3rd base, and pretty crucial error there. And Boy, it looked like we were following the same pattern as Tuesday, but a couple of big plays there. And the Panthers have tied it up 3-3 and are feeling a lot better now. Chase Tijerina now. And now third time I think we've seen Doug Pierce, and that's it for Cameron Williams, who didn't have a bad game. Just a couple of situations there was Palmer in the first inning, and here in this fifth inning, we had the error and then a couple sacrifice grounders for the Panthers. They will change pitchers now. And we will step away here. You're watching high school baseball on Vype Sports. And we're back here. Jaden Rodriguez is our new pitcher. He's come over from second base. Cameron Williams will go to first. And we are just up here in the press box trying to figure out the shuffle in the middle of the field. And I will let you know what has happened there. There's a strike, and now 0-2 to Tijerina. Again, it's Jaden Rodriguez pitching, and he'll turn over, go to second. A little bit of a smaller frame for Rodriguez, also a righty. So a little bit of a different situation now. 0-2, 2 out, bottom 5. And that will be strike. I guess we had a ball there we didn't catch. 1-2 now. Players knew it. We just didn't know it. And there's strike 3. And he'll throw to first just to do it. That'll be it. But the Panthers, with a big inning, come back to tie it in the bottom of the 5th. And we are tied 3-3. You're watching Vype Sports.
bat number 17, Kyle Ron.
Yeah. And we're back here on Vype Sports. Pflugerville Panthers against Hendrickson Hawks. And we do have a new player here. It's number 17, Kyle Ron. And he may have shifted in the middle of that infield. He's batting here for Jimenez. So we may have gotten just a full shift there in that middle infield. Not easy for us to keep track of, and it's a big cut from the right-hander. But play made by D'Angelo Williams out there in left field. So Kyle Ron, who may have shifted in there at third base. That's where Jimenez usually bats.
Bat number 14, Ethan Doggett.
And we have another new name here. So we thought it would be a simple exchange there, first baseman to pitcher, but it's been a little bit more complicated for us here. This is number 14, Ethan Doggett at bat. And that's in there for a strike, 1-1 now. Lots of changes for the Hawks. That's in there for another strike, 1-2. It is still Colton Williams on the hill for the Panthers, so that's simple enough. Doggett hits that one down the line. Fumbled, and they got him at first. McGregor with a tough play, but does make it.
Next for the Hawks, number 3, Matthew Medina.
And now we're back to normal service here. Matthew Medina, left fielder. Medina with grounded out in the second and singled in the fourth. And he was able to get all the way around on that double by Jaden Ball and give the Hawks that 3-1 lead, which they have not been able to hang on to. Panthers have come back, tie this game 3-3. 1-1 to Medina. Has a big cut from him. Good effort from the Panthers. Can't quite track it down. Two out. Here, top of the sixth. We are tied 3-3. Colton Williams still on the mound for the Panthers. Pitch count now in the 70s. Outside 2-2 now the count. The Hawks don't have the same sort of turnaround that the Panthers do this weekend. They don't play again until Tuesday. Home and away with Manor in district play. They'll be away on Tuesday and at home on Friday in a week's time. Full count now to Medina. 3-2. 2 outs. Maybe not a guy you want to put on base with his speed. And that one's low, and he will take the walk to first.
Jaden Ball, center fielder.
And Jaden Ball, center fielder, now up to bat, and he's had that big double in the fourth, knocked in 2. Also struck out there in the second inning. Got another runner on for him, another opportunity as that ball's outside. One 0, 2 ball, 2 out. Colton Williams is going to go over there. Make sure Medina's not going anywhere. He has been very aware in this game, Williams, of any runners. I think the Hawks do have a lot of speed. So it's been smart for him to be aware of that. And that one's right in there for strike 1-1. Williams taking his time, looks over to first. Gets into his windup in the pitch. A little bit low there, ball 2. Big swing there from Ball. Fouls it, I think, off of his own foot there. 2-2 now, 2 out. Top of the 6th. Big situation. Of course, we play 7 innings here. So maybe opportunities dwindling for both teams. Williams looks over at first. Medina doesn't have a big lead. And that one may be just a little high at the breaking pitch. Full count again. And that's 81 pitches now for Colton Williams. Really going the distance here. Looks over at first. And the pitch, Medina goes, and it's pop out over there right field, and it's caught by Perez.
Game's tied 3-3.
And we will stay 3-3 here. And I will try and figure out that shuffle on defense during our break. But we got a good game here going to the bottom of the 6th. Panthers 3, Hawks 3.
Bat, Angelo Williams. Left field.
And we are back here on Vype Sports. We saw ball one there, pitched to D'Angelo Williams. And there's ball two for the lefty. Again, it is Jaden Rodriguez who's pitching. Ethan Doggett, number 14, has slotted in as at third. I can tell you that for sure. Quick motion there from Rodriguez, who puts it in for a strike. 3-1 now to D'Angelo Williams. I believe that means that Kyle Ron has slotted in as second baseman, and there's a strike. Well, Williams didn't think it was. Full count now. Bottom six. Wasn't quite as sure about that one, but that is ball four. And D'Angelo Williams gets on base here, bottom of the sixth. Jordan McGregor now, second baseman. And he shows bunt. I think he missed that one. That is strike one. And Pinkerton with another good play behind the plate. But D'Angelo Williams on first, got that leadoff walk. McGregor singled in the second, then flew out in the fourth. He shows bunt again, outside. A lot of movement coming from third base. That's Doggett. Ethan Doggett over there. And it's 1-1 now to McGregor, who shows bunt again and fouls it back now. 2 strikes. And he takes his time. Looking over there, and Coach Dale Wagoner, 8 years as head coach of the Panthers. And that was a good eye, and D'Angelo Williams is going to go to second. Pinkerton's got a good arm and makes a great throw. Really impressive. DJ Pinkerton, all game. Probably the best player on the field for the Hawks. And makes a really good throw in the perfect spot. And picks off Williams, who was trying to be aggressive. And that one high now, and it's full to McGregor. And there's the swing and the miss on the full count. So that little bit of momentum that the Panthers had is maybe gone. Two out now, and here's Ethan Minjarez. Two quick outs there for the Panthers, and now down 0-2. Boy, that changes quickly there. No outs, man on first. Just feels like a couple moments ago. Then the pickoff at second, the strikeout. And that one was outside. You can certainly see that from our angle. 1-2. The Panthers ran out of gas, and there's strike 3. So Jaden Rodriguez gets out of it with the strikeout. We will go to the 7th, all tied here on Vype Sports.
To bat for Hendrickson, Ethan Bell, right fielder.
We are back. Adam Mueller with you here. Into the 7th we go, and Colton Williams still on the mound. Pitching to Ethan Bell, who takes that one for a strike. Quite an impressive performance here from Williams. Just gave up those 3 runs. Bell's got a foul out and a strikeout as he gets to work here in the 7th. That one just not quite in there. 1-2 now from Williams to Bell. Pitch from Williams. Good contact from Bell, and it gets through. Palmer over at third. And Bell gets on base here. Big hit for the Hawks here in the top of the 7th. And we will go to the top of the order with the current pitcher, Jaden Rodriguez. And I think Coach Pierce is calling time here. We may have a pinch runner, and we do. It looks like that's number 8. I believe that's number 8, and that's Brandon Clark in there again to run for the Hawks. I think we saw him earlier as well. A little bit of speed for him. There's Coach Pierce giving out some signals there. And Rodriguez in a big spot now. And he will look here just to get his first hit. Flew out in the first. And a couple groundouts in the 3rd and the 5th. Pretty close play over there at first. Couldn't quite get Clark, but a good idea certainly here. No out, top 7, Colton Williams throwing his 87th pitch here. And he will go over to first. Again, tight situation as we talked about earlier in this game. Williams seems to be very aware of the runners. Hawks with a lot of speed. And definitely a big situation here in the 7th. Showing bunt now. And Ramirez is aware of the runner at first. That's in there for a ball, 1-0. Rodriguez showing bunt pretty hard, pretty early. Every run critical in this game. 3-3. Here's the pitch. Lets that one come in, and I believe it's high and inside. 2-0. You wonder when Coach Wagner thinks about bringing another pitcher into this game. Maybe he's thinking Williams will go the distance. And that one's called a strike. I think Rodriguez thought that one was a little bit low. But it was called in there. Again, a much slower pace here in the later innings. Both batter and pitcher taking their time. Looks over to Clark at first, and he'll go there. Still 2-1, no out. Rodriguez, who's taken over as pitcher here and has gotten out of a tough inning and then gotten through the previous inning as well. Time called by Ramirez. Really big situation here for the Panthers. And of course for the Hawks. And a little quick move over there, but Clark is aware of it and gets back. Jaden Rodriguez is listed as a pitcher / utility player. We've seen him do well at both positions. That one's low, 3-1 now. Junior versus junior here. Williams a junior, Rodriguez a junior. And there's the pitch, and runner goes, and it's wild anyway. It's ball 4. So he would take the base no matter what, and 2 men on here, no out. Top 7. Colton Williams at 91 pitches, and Coach Wagoner might be coming out to take him out. Hopefully we don't have the same sort of reshuffle we did in the previous inning. Just from my perspective, and there he goes. Good performance. Both pitchers in this game, really, really good performances. Both Cameron Williams and Colton Williams serve a big hand here. We will get a new pitcher, and we'll talk about that after the break. we're back here. Jacob Perez has taken over. As pitcher here, he has moved from right field there. Colton Williams has gone to center, and Ethan Manjarez has shifted over to right. Big situation come in the game. Does show bunt, does get it down. Pitcher will have to make a play. Big throw across, and he gets him, but both runners advance. And a good play there by Michael Martinez.
DJ Pinkerton.
And just like that, here's DJ Pinkerton, the catcher, who's 3 for 3 in this game. 2 singles, and that double in the 4th where he did come home to score. He's made good plays with his bat, with his feet, and with the glove. And then on second and third, 1 out, top 7, and they will intentionally walk him and load the bases. And you can see why, just considering in this game, haven't been able to get him out. And that'll bring up Cameron Williams.
Next, 15, Cameron Williams.
And interestingly enough, this will be right against lefty, so they're certainly worried about DJ Pinkerton more than they are facing the lefty. Williams flied out to center in the first inning, had another double behind Pinkerton in the 4th. First pitch just outside, and then struck out in the 5th. So sort of a mixed night from him behind the plate. Of course, he also started this game as pitcher. Bases loaded, 1 out, top 7. Big situation here. Pitch from Perez, and this could be a double play here. Second, short, first, and it's a double play, a huge double play for the Pflugerville Panthers, and they get out of a bases loaded situation with the number 4 hitter for the Hawks up to bat, and Jacob Perez gets out of it, and a big roar, biggest roar of the night from the Panthers fans, and we will go to the bottom of the 7th, still tied 3-3.
For the Panthers, number 10, Jacob Palmer.
Yeah.
We are back here at Pflugerville High School. Pflugerville, Texas, bottom of the 7th now. Home team Pflugerville Panthers coming up to bat, and it's their leadoff hitter, Jacob Palmer, who's had a double and score. That's 2 strikes now. Jaden Rodriguez locked in. A double in the first, he would score the first run of the game. Boy, Rodriguez with that quick pace. And that one's in the dirt, 1-2. Strikeout in the second, and then reached on that catcher's interference in the 5th. Interesting call. Ended up scoring on a wild pitch. And there's a good swing. Now 1-2. It will remain no outs here. Rodriguez looks locked and loaded here on the pitcher's mound. And there's a good cut out into right field, and it is caught by Bell out there. The catcher into the game. He'll look to get something going. And that fouled right back at us. Strike 1. Adrian Ramirez struck out in the first inning, grounded out in the 3rd, then in the 5th. Laid down a sacrifice bunt to get Palmer over to second. Rodriguez with that quick pace, not giving me any time. That one will bounce foul, as it'll stay 0-2. Doggett was over there. And Ramirez will step back in. Outside gets through Pinkerton. We've seen that a few times tonight, especially in that critical situation in the 5th inning. A couple balls getting away from Pinkerton. And there's a big swing and a miss, and Rodriguez looks locked in. Now his opposite number, Jacob Perez, on the pitcher, will come into the game. 2 out, bottom 7. Of course, there is the potential here for a walk-off. It's UIL high school games only go 7 innings, so if you can't score here, Panthers don't get a run here, we will go to extra innings. Rodriguez into his kick. Fouled away, 1-1 now to Perez. And Rodriguez pitch fell down, still threw a strike. Just gonna wipe off those cleats a little bit. Try and get his footing there. 1-2 pitch. Again, fouled away. Good fight from Perez, who did have a sacrifice ground out in the first inning, which was the first run of the game. And that one's low for a ball. Hawks fans thought it was for sure a strike. Pinkerton just checking with the ump, figuring out where that was. Still 2-2. Grounder over to second. And that's the 3rd out. So we will go to extra innings here into the 8th. We are still tied 3-3. You're watching Vype Sports. We're back here.
Bat number 13, Alex.
And after we saw Ron there in the 6th inning, Jimenez back into bat. That was Kyle Ron who pinch hit for Jimenez in the 6th inning. He's back in here playing third base. And he rips it right up the middle. And that is a leadoff single for the Hawks. Ethan Doggett in. He's now playing third base. He grounded out in the sixth inning. That was his first time. And the runner goes, and it's a good throw from the catcher, and he got him. Big play from Adrian Ramirez, and took that runner right out. First pitch steal attempt there, aggressive game planning from the Hawks. And Jimenez was picked off. Fouled off back towards us. Doggett came in for Cooper Nunez in that 6th inning, and he's now playing third. Again, 3-3 here. Extra innings, top of the 8th. These two teams very evenly matched, as we have learned this week. Of course, the Hawks 5-0 in district play. That one high now. 1-1. Excuse me, make that 2-1. To Ethan Doggett. And there's a strike there from Jacob Perez. he looks ready to go back into his windup. Steps and delivers. A little bit outside. And count is full. 1 out. Big cut from Doggett. Ken came into the game in the 6th. Was not able to get on base, but he's looking to change that here. Another good fight from him, making Perez work for these. And the pitch from Perez. Again, another foul, big cut, way ahead of that one. Was Doggett. Hit it down the line. Right towards his coach. And count stays full. Long at bat for Doggett. Perez delivers. And another foul ball. So quite the at bat here for Ethan Doggett. As ref gets some new balls. And just about ready here. Top 8, 3-3. These two teams inseparable so far. Perez taking his time. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. And a big strikeout there for Perez. 2 out now. And we do have a new batter here.
Number 5, Josh Cook.
And this is number 5, Josh Cook, who's in for Medina in this inning. There's a big swing and a miss. And we'll see where Cook slots in defensively. And there's a good cut. Little blooper out to shortstop. He's got to make the play barehanded, and Roque not quite able to do it. It's a tough play at really any level.
Bat, number 2, Jaden Ball.
And Josh Cook does get on. In his first at bat, 2 outs. And I believe we've got another pinch runner there. I think that was Brandon Clark again. Didn't quite catch it. You know, it might have been Medina coming in. Yeah, it might have been Medina coming in for Cook. The pitch from Perez fouled away. We'll see. Maybe that's just an offensive substitution there. May want to just keep Medina in the game. 2 out. No balls and a strike now to Jaden Ball, who lays off that one. 1-1. Looks over at Medina. That's high, 2-1 now. Looks in now. The pitch is in there for a strike. Well, change of pace there with the breaking ball, and it worked really well. Of course, Jaden Ball in the 4th inning had one of the, if not the biggest at bat of the game, had that 2 RBI double, and strikes out this time. And Jacob Perez gets out of it, and we will go bottom 8, still 3-3. You're watching Vype Sports. We're back here at Pflugerville High School, bottom 8. First pitch from Jaden Rodriguez right into it. Colton Williams swings, bobbled from the second baseman. Good hustle, but he is out at first. So aggressive pitching, aggressive batting there. There, but we are in extra innings here, 3-3. Hendrickson Hawks visiting the Pflugerville Panthers. Good patience there from Roque, fouls it away. And lots of chunks there. Panthers with that 1 run in the first, and then it was really that big 4th inning from the Hawks. They got all 3 of their runs. But the Panthers responded in the 5th, got 2 runs back, tied this one up, and that's where we are now, 3-3, bottom 8. 0-2 now to Roque. That one low, takes a big hop up against the net. Looks like we need that ball back. Roque grounded into a fielder's choice in the first, struck out in the 4th, and that's strike 3. Now 2 out. Jaden Rodriguez has not missed a beat here, coming in to pitch. Really done well after Cameron Williams had a pretty good game. Tiarina sends that one way up in the air, and it will be caught in a pretty quick inning for Jaden Rodriguez. So we will go to the 9th. Still 3-3. And we are back here, top 9. First pitch called strike. Yeah. Ethan Bell at the plate for the Hawks. Foul out, a strikeout. And in the 7th, he got on base with a single. And that's a big cut. We've seen some big cuts here. Roque's out there and makes a good play. Loses the gear, but makes a good play. And now the pitcher, Jaden Rodriguez, into the game with his 5th at bat. He did have a walk in the 7th, got over to second, and was on base for that huge double play, bases loaded double play that the Panthers got in that 7th. Close that 7th off. Beautiful breaking pitch there from Jacob Rodriguez. 1-1, 1 out. Top 9. And that one's down the line. Looks like it'll stay fair. Palmer needs to make a big play, and he does. Nice throw. That's not an easy play. 3-1 there. There's a pitch there from Jacob Perez in there for a strike. This is Michael Martinez, shortstop, in here for his 5th at bat. Couple bunts. Got on with a bunt in the 1st, and that's grounded right back to Perez. Tries to make a play. Roque, very active shortstop. Ooh! Wow, and he really thought he made the play there. Just safe. And bang, bang play. And Perez just got a piece. Maybe made it harder for Nathan Roque to get to the ball. And here's DJ Pinkerton. He was intentionally walked in that 7th inning, which, looking back on it, was a great play. Great call by Dale Wagoner. Because right after he got on, and that ball's a little wild, and that's why you have the second baseman back up your shortstop there on the throw from the catcher, because that could have been even worse. Throw from Ramirez just a little bit high, and Martinez goes over to second. One ball, no strikes, 2 out. And there's a strike, 1-1. Couple of singles, a double, and in the intentional walk. So still 3 for 3, DJ Pinkerton. And on second. There's a big cut there. Fouls back at us. One and two. 2 out. Again, for the Hawks, 3 runs on 10 hits. They've left a lot of men on base in this game, especially in that 7th. Big pitch here for Perez. Ramirez sets up outside, pitches outside just off the plate. Boy, that's close. 2-2 now. Perez locks in outside. Full count. And DJ Pinkerton. Maybe you even think about pitching away from him here. It worked in the 7th. We'll see if it works here. Wow, and that changeup just cut on the inside. Ramirez thought it was a strike. Pinkerton was not swinging. And he will get to first with a walk. So it wasn't an intentional walk, but it was a walk. And here's Cameron Williams again, who grounded into that double play in the 7th. Another huge opportunity for him. He started the game as the pitcher. Now he's moved to first base. Perez in a big spot. And that's a good pitch there on the outside. Oh, 1 now from Jacob Perez, the junior. Locks in righty versus lefty here. And the pitch just about low. A lot of close calls in this game. Two men on, first and second. And here's the 1-1 pitch from Jacob Perez. And driven out to the second baseman, who dropped the ball and didn't realize it. Took an extra second for him to realize he dropped it. Runner will score. Throw to second, not in time. Runner to home also scores. And a big sequence for the Hawks as they score 2 runs and take the 5-3 lead here, top of the 9th. And it just got through the glove of Jordan McGregor, who didn't realize it at first and took him to second to realize that he didn't have it. And the aggressive base running from both Martinez and Pinkerton, and they put 2 runs on the board. It was
Number 13.
and 2 big runs here. For the Hawks, and you can hear it. You can hear the fans in front of me here saying first to home. DJ Pinkerton, really aggressive base running. And that would have been the end of the inning there. He catches that line drive. And baseball, it's a game of inches there. And that's a well-hit ball out into center field. Colton Williams tracks it down nicely. So 2 runs for the Hawks. Panthers will get their opportunity in the bottom of the 9th. But it is now Hendrickson 5, Pflugerville 3. You're watching Vype Sports. Pflugerville High School Panthers will look to tie this game, or this one will be over. Hawks with those 2 runs in the top half. And a bunt there from D'Angelo Williams. He's trying to get on, and it's a good play by the pitcher Rodriguez to get him out. And 1 pitch, 1 out. And here's Jordan McGregor. And just saw him make that unfortunate error there in the top half of the inning. He is a freshman, so you will learn from that, certainly. And it'd be quite the turnaround if he can come in and get on base here. Grounded to third, and there's a fumble from the third baseman there. That dog it, and McGregor does get on. So a good turnaround for him. And he'll feel good about that. Certainly. And we do have a pinch hitter now. This is number 35, Diego Mora, who's come in. One out. And a 1-0 pitch here. And that'll be inside, and that's a good look from Pinkerton. Runner was a little bit off the base there. McGregor over there at first. And Diego Mora into the game. 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Pinkerton looks over there again. Two balls and a strike. And that one inside. Pinkerton's going to go over to first again, and it gets past him. Ooh, maybe the opportunity there for McGregor to take another base, but he'll stay at first. Pinkerton very active behind the plate there. 3-1. And a big pitch there from Jaden Rodriguez. That's right up the gut, 3-2. And if the Panthers won't have a chance here, they need the runner on base, and there's the grounder to second. Over to short, all the way around. Double play, and the Hendrickson Hawks have taken the double here over the Panthers this week. It took 9 innings to do it, but they do come away with the victory here, 5-3. Quite the battle. Another close game between these two teams. And it was just a couple of moments that decided this game. A big 4th inning for the Hawks, and then in that top half of the 9th, that mistake from the second baseman. And the Hawks will maintain that undefeated district mark to go to 6-0 in district. So good game tonight. We had a couple extra innings free of charge. My name is Adam Mueller. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Again, the final here, Hendrickson Hawks 5, Pflugerville Panthers 3.
much, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Microphone's hanging out here. I don't know.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's me. I just started a new job, so I'm sort of just a backup right now. But when I was when I was doing it every week, I was two games a week. I mean, I've done all the football, volleyball, basketball, soccer, so just about everything. But yeah, we're definitely. Baseball in Austin is definitely there's a big, I don't know, the district's just, that's a big thing.
Yeah.
It's not as big, because I used to live in Houston, baseball's just it's not as much baseball out there. So.
Really?
Yeah, well, I guess just districts
Yeah.
aren't paying for it as much, so. Yeah, I try, when I've got time, try and do a game. I enjoy doing it.
You go all over then?
Yeah, I do. If I have time to, I do.
You only do it for high school games?
Yeah, I do.
My son plays junior college baseball, and TSRN. It seems like they have it's a network where they show a lot of junior college games to stream.
Okay.
But they have guys that go to different venues. So I don't know if that's like something.
Yeah, there is Michael. He's usually doing. He works over at Hendrickson High School, so he's usually in this district a lot. So I actually live south. So I made the trek up today.
Yeah, but you did pretty good, man. Because I'm telling you,
yeah,
some of the stuff I hear on junior college.
Yeah.
Woo!
No,
It's like
yeah.
you just cut it off. You get into some of those small towns and
Right.
it's just a small guy.
Right, it's
and
just whoever
or-
can make it out.
Most of the time, and no offense, but most of the time it's an older gentleman.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like
Yeah,
really slow.
We got some guys
It's
on
like,
Vype that are, they
You're
just,
like, oh my God.
they're like retired and
Yeah.
they just come out for.
And they know the baseball. I mean, but it's just
Right.
really slow.
Right. Well, I appreciate that. I really enjoyed doing it, and
Yeah, it was
You know.
actually interesting hearing you do it.
yeah, thank you. It's just a part-time gig, but
Yeah, man.
great to do it more. So.